We have the latest on breaking news as Kansas Cityans are mourning the loss of a beloved restaurant owner. The two juveniles now in police custody in the murder of Sean Brady.
And the Irish community is hit especially hard by this loss. The change to the annual Irish Fest so people can pay their respects.
A staple in Kansas City's Irish community shot and killed, and it happened as Sean Brady was taking out the trash at his restaurant off 63rd in Brookside. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Chris Katz. Laura is off.
And I'm Kelly Yuckerman. We do have live team coverage as this case unfolds. KMBC9's Darissa White is live at Crown Center as the Irish Fest makes changes because of this.
We begin with KMBC9's Andy Alcock live outside Brady's restaurant where it happened. Andy.
Chris and Kelly, it happened behind the restaurant in the parking lot near the intersection of 63rd Street and Rock Hill Road. As we take a closer look at that crime scene area, we're told two teenage boys believed to be responsible were taken into custody within an hour of the shooting. According to investigators, officers responded to a call about the shooting at around 5:18 last night when there was still plenty of daylight. Officers found Sean Brady suffering from gunshot wounds. They tried to save Brady's life at the scene, but he later died at the hospital. Investigators say Brady was taking out the trash when he saw several people buy a vehicle. Billy Woods, the maintenance man for the building where Brady and Fox Restaurant and Lounge is located, said Brady was trying to stop people from stealing his own Hyundai Sonata. Hyundais are frequently targeted for vehicle thefts. We found the driver's side door handle missing and what appears to be a bullet hole in the door. KCPD reports the vehicle used in the crime was recovered in Midtown, not far from where the shooting took place. We asked Woods about the arrest of the two teenage boys in this case.
Insane. I think it goes back to the parenting. I mean, how is somebody allowed? I don't even know what to say. I have 5 kids, and I have 9 grandchildren. I have 6 or 7 great-grandchildren. It's just disturbing that children are getting guns and killing people over a car.
And we are told detectives are working with the prosecutors in family court to determine what charges might be filed against the teens. Reporting live near the intersection of 63rd Street and Rock Hill Road, Andy Alcock, KMBC 9 News.
All right, Andy, thanks. Now to KMBC 9's Darissa White.
And Darissa, Sean Brady's loss is especially being hit hard in the Irish community, and they're making changes to the Irish Fest because of it.
That's right, Kelly. Organizers tell me that all day they have been grieving the loss of Sean. One organizer actually told me that she's been crying so much that she's actually dehydrated, and that just speaks to the impact that Sean had on the Irish community here in Kansas City. Sean, who owned Brady and Fox, was in charge of the Irish Fest breakfast that they have annually on Sunday. That breakfast is now canceled due to the news of his death. We spoke with one of the organizers for the fest. She says today has been rough, but the Irish community must stick together.
In tragic or hard times to support each other, and that's what we plan to do this weekend. Sean he did oversee and really was the brains and the talent behind our Sunday Irish breakfast. So we will be canceling that this year, but we're gonna keep that space open where the breakfast is held every year for anybody who loved and knew Sean and want to gather and share stories and toast him.
Now, Aaron did tell me if you're planning to be at the Irish Fest on Sunday, they are planning to meet over there in that tent that's in front of the Crown Center just to honor him. Reporting live in Kansas City, Darissa White, KMBC 9 News.
All right, thank you, Darissa. And there is now a GoFundMe set up to help Brady's family. We do have a link to that at KMBC.com. Kansas City Mayor Quinton Lucas addressed Brady's death this afternoon. He says he is focusing on what can be done at City Hall to stop this violence.
We need to make sure that we are addressing people who may have a propensity to offend or perhaps have offended in the past. So this is exactly what collaborations like Save KC, Stand Against Violence Kansas City, are looking to do.
KMBC 9 will continue tracking developments in this case as the suspects sit in police custody. If charges are filed, we'll let you know on air, online, and on our app.